What's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One. I believe that we had a really good draft. Howard Roseman pretty much stole this draft. In more ways than not. Um, we're gonna get into the last end of the draft and the undrafted free agents. Howard Roseman might have just kicked off in the seventh round of the draft, in which he might have got a actual juggernaut of a player. Um, and he has never played a lick of football. So we pretty much got a Jordan Mailata on our hands, maybe on the defensive ball. Here's some of the not Eagles, but some of the NFL greats, maybe Hall of Famers, to the measurables that comes in with. And you'll see why it's so easy to get excited about this guy. Not only that, some of the undrafted free agents, I'm gonna give you my thoughts and opinions about what they be doing, how they'll contribute to this team, even some of the draft picks, in which I'll let you guys know if you didn't see it. I'll go back over it. Some of the draft picks that we got in the later rounds, how they contribute to the team, what they're good at. So that being said, let's get into it.
Yeah, I done fell so many times, but I got back up. I've been drugged through the mud, like it ain't been enough. I'm still going, 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 still going. And I done felt so much pain that I wanna give up, but I just can't stop now, cause I've been through too much. I'm still going, 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 still going.
Alrighty, let's get into it. First off, let's get into the draft picks, guys. We actually use picks for, and we got a quarterback. We got a quarterback in the fifth round of the draft by the name of Colt Payton. Now, this quarterback is a dual quarterback, dual threat quarterback. He ran for 13 yards last season and threw for 16 yards last with North Dakota State. I know a lot of people hear that and they think straight Carson Wentz. This guy's a much different quarterback than Carson Wentz. When Carson Wentz came in here, he was not a much of a runner. This guy looks like he ran a lot. So um, he might be more athletic than Carson Wentz comes to running and how fluid he is running. He's a big guy at 6'3". So 6'3", I think 230 pounds, somewhere around there. So he's a bigger dude than we're used to at quarterback outside of Terry McKee. We also got a guard from Georgia. This guard from Georgia is mainly a run blocking guard. He makes his big money run blocking. I think we can teach him to pass block. It's a technique thing. I would be very, very confident if we had Jeff Stoutland. I think a lot of us would be very, very confident if Jeff Stoutland had this kind of guy to work with, but we don't, guys. And we're gonna have to still have that same kind of energy, man. Very least, this guy comes in, he just blocks well. You know what I'm saying? So we'll look at that. We also have safety out of Texas Tech by the name of Cole Wisnowski. Name sounds like he was in a mob, but he is a downhill safety. His cover skills are limited because of the athletic ability. Reed Blankenship was way more athletic than this kid. So I just kind of want to like give y'all something to look at. This guy is mainly a downhill safety. Come down, fit runs, tackles well. He will not cover that well. You can. He's not big enough to move to linebacker, but um, mainly a downhill safety. Mainly a downhill safety. You'll probably put him on special team. Because he tackles so well. Probably be a great special teamer. What was the name of the kid? We got Chris Maragos. Chris Maragos. He might be like the Chris Maragos of this Philadelphia Eagles team. I know y'all know exactly who that was. That's why I want to throw that out there. Um, um, And then we got Usar Bernard. He's a hey, we're gonna get into him later on. We're gonna get into him later on. But that kid got all the measurables to be something special. Um, Keyshawn Jones Nubot out of he's an edge from New Mexico. Okay. Out of the ones that we just read, out of the ones we just talked about, um, Michael Morris grabs my attention more than anybody. If you look at Michael Morris play, man, I got some clips that I'll put up. That if you look at him play, he's a monster when it comes to running the ball, man. He move, he's strong, he's pushing people off, he finishes blocks. Um, Again, the pass pro can be worked on. He has the guys in there to do it. With Landon Dickerson, Tyler Steen is really a savant when it comes to pass blocking. He's not much of a run blocker. As a pass blocker, he is really good technique stuff. He has the guys in there to help him along the way. But if you notice, these pass blocking reps, they're amazing. They're amazing. He ain't bulldozing a lot of people, but I was in the right place. He's always making the right block. He's always have the leverage, and he can move to get to those situations, man. So I really like that pick as far as guard. If you notice, he played like the left guard, um, or right guard. I want to say right guard, but um, he moves so well, so well. I feel like just by watching just the highlights, and I know they're just highlights, that he can play immediately if we need him to play. He can play immediately. So I'm happy to see that. Let's get into the undrafted free agents. There's a couple in here that I have high hopes for. High hopes for. Now, now the upside for them is nice. Um, but because they're undrafted free agents, we don't have to do much. Like them becoming something is great, but they're depth pieces. You know what I'm saying? They're just here for extra depth. Now we got I want to say three defensive backs. We had undrafted free agents and we drafted three defensive backs. I'm gonna go down the list. We had Dante Lawson, a linebacker from Alabama. Our linebacker room is nice. It's nice. We're nice at linebacker, but this is a linebacker who played with Jahai Campbell. So he has pretty good upside. Pretty good upside. Um, Maximus Pulley, like a safety. He's not a rangy safety. He tackles okay. You would probably have to clean his tackling up because from the highlights that I see of him making tackles, the technique ain't as good in making tackles, and if their technique not good in the NFL, it will be exposed. So at the very best, I see him as a special teamer. I don't even see him playing in defense at all. I think he's a special team. We got Kapana Guskinski or whatever. It's a DB out of Ole Miss, second string, maybe third string. And he could be a special teamer as well. We do have Tucker Large. He didn't have a lot of highlights that I was able to find. DB, I'm not sure about him. They didn't have a lot of highlights. He had a pick six. He actually had a pick six. I think he was a nickel too, a nickel cornerback too. Um, Here we go. Offensive line guard from Alabama was Jaden Roberts. Um, and he moves really well. Really well. He is he is so powerful. He is so powerful at guard. The two guards that we just got, they gotta learn how to pass block because he's so raw. He's just very, very raw. And that's the main thing. He's just super, super raw. And both of the guys, like Georgia and Alabama, we went back to the Wells, baby. We went back to the Wells. Georgia and Alabama. And these guys are so raw, got to be taught pass block. You have Lane Johnson, have, you have Tyler Steen, Landon Dickerson. These guys can help these guys with pass blocking. You would like for Stoutland to be there, but we don't have Stoutland. So whoever it is office the offensive line coach got to get these guys up to speed when it comes to blocking. They can be it can be a crazy offense that you see from us. We have Daquan Wright, tight end, out of Ole Miss. Yeah, tight end out of Ole Miss. I kind of like this one. I like this one. He's a really big tight end at 6'4". He runs really with straight line speed. Like he got to get up to speed. He got to get up to the speed. But once he's up at straight line speed, he's very hard to tackle. Very hard to tackle. He's pretty shifty for his size. If you look, some of the catches he's making, man, this is a really good pick. And he fell all the way to not even being drafted. This guy can be amazing. We got a long snapper out of Florida. Nobody shows long snapper highlights. I want to find out. And then we have a edge rusher from Kenya. We got two guys out of the international portal. Is what I'm gonna call it because I forgot what it was. It was something program, but I'm calling it the international portal. These guys have never played football a day in their lives, coming in and they're learning from scratch. Joe Malata was able to do it. True enough, he had a very good coach teaching him, but the intangibles and the measurements, guys coming through these portals, man, you can see why people will give them a shot. They just got to learn it mentally. Here's the thing with learning it mentally. We have guys who play football at their position. They have all the tools to be good at their position, but they can't figure it out mentally. Kelee Ringo is one of those guys. And with the guys that we got coming down, as far as the late drafts and undrafted free agents, these guys can learn the special team. I am so upset with Kelee Ringo because he can't figure out this cornerback situation that I actually want him off the team. But because he's such a great special teamer, it's going to be hard to do that. If we can get these guys to play really, really well on special teams, as a unit, we got at least 5 special teamers just off of the guys we drafted. The linebacker, Smile Munden. Like we got a lot of people who can play special teams right now, and hopefully they can get Kelee Ringo off this team. He bleeds Kool-Aid. I don't want him on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you can have every skill known to man to be really good in this league and still not be able to be good in this league blows my mind. I can't understand it. Maybe because I've never tried it, but I can't understand it. I want him gone. So let's get into the very last talk. This guy is like I'm gonna call him Greek God of Destruction. Uar Bernard. This kid, I'm gonna put up the measurables between him and Myles Garrett are very similar. Now, if you look at Myles Garrett move, he's way more fluid than him. Way more fluid than him. But this guy has never played football. Oh, he has to learn these moves. He has to do these moves enough times where it's fluid as Myles Garrett's move. Have him at the tackle, he is going to obliterate an offensive line with the right technique and the right mindset. All he has to do is learn the game. Here's the thing, and this is why I believe this goes way better than a Kelee Ringo. He has something to play for. I'm gonna play this video of them talking about the reason of him entering the portal and stuff like that. To show you, he has something to play for.
After my dad died, I had to provide for my mom, so I had to find a way out. So that's why I kind of choose football when it was introduced to me by OC. 'Cause I wanted to provide for my family.
Take us through what the last 30 minutes have been like for you as someone, who's never played football before, and this is all kind of new to, and this kind of like viral sensation, and what this all is like for you.
Yeah, man, it's a dream come true to me because I've worked hard for this. Well, I've not played football before, but I've gone through some drills that made me believe that I'm going to get better every day. So I appreciate God. I thank God for everything. Thank God for life. Thank God for the opportunity He's given to me to be drafted by the Eagles.
This is a hungry man. Jalen Hurts said, "Hungry dogs run faster." He said, "Hey, I ain't hungry. I'm starving for this shit." This boy got something bigger than himself playing for. That's gonna make him very, 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 very. Coming out of the 7th round of the NFL draft, nobody was able. He was in the room. The people who got invited to the room, he was in that room. Nobody thought to pick him up. Harry Roseman, you did your big one with this one right here, man. You did your big one with this one. You keep on, man. Look, he done set up the board. Now it's time for the coaches and the players to put it on film. That is all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so y'all don't miss no video. Now, let's go, Birds.